And we're live. Good morning, everybody. I totally was not ready. I hit the live button, and then I'm like, oh, I should turn on some lights.
You're like, let's go live, and then you're like, I'm not ready.
I'm not ready. Well, good morning, everybody. I'm Nick Beveridge, and you're listening to the Investor Shed podcast. And sitting right next to me is the man who is ready, Jeremy Kitchen.
I'm ready to an extent. We're all ready to an extent. Like, if somebody kicked down the door and started punching me, I'm not ready.
No.
Like,
but would you fight back?
Yes, I'd fight back. But like, also, like, if somebody kicked down the door and like brought me a whole bunch of pizza, I'm ready. The difference for that is completely like, I'm ready for pizza, not ready to get hit.
Are you hot and ready?
No
more hot and readies.
Hot and readies are okay.
They're okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I've grown out of hot and readies.
There's a meme that's
like,
like you pick up a hot and ready and the customer asks like, is it good? They say, Little Caesar says, well, it's hot and ready, but is it good? Look, it's hot and it's ready.
It's hot and it's ready. It will not be hot by the time you get home.
You're going to put it in your car and like, it's already not hot anymore.
Right.
Anyway.
That's the way it works.
Little Caesars, everyone. We just lost them for a sponsor for life. So congratulations.
Yeah. But you know who we didn't lose as the sponsor?
Who's that?
North Idaho Steam Cleaning, everybody. That's right. We still got the clip. It's the steam that gets it clean, everyone. If you're looking for a good carpet cleaner, floor cleaner, you gotta hit them up. 208-263-6408.
Yeah. Dennis and Austin Heavey, they're both the runners of it, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. They actually do a fantastic job. We joke about the clip. Are they our sponsor as long as the clip sits there? Is that what you
Yes. They are still our sponsor, and that's just the way this works.
Okay.
If anybody out there wants to be a sponsor, maybe you can send us your swag like North Idaho Steam Cleaning did. It's the steam that gets it clean. And they are awesome. So.
Yeah, no, they're absolutely good. So if you are in the North Idaho area, please check them out if you have any floor cleaning necessities.
Yeah. You can take the clip home if you'd like, but I want it back.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
We can have shared custody of this?
Shared custody of the clip.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. You have any chips that need it? Nope. Okay. So, Jeremy, let's talk about business.
Let's do it.
How was your weekend?
Weekend was good, buddy. What did I do? I didn't actually work on the weekend, which was crazy.
That's a change.
Yeah.
You're usually working in your business.
I'm working
on the weekends.
Next weekend for sure. Obviously with Thanksgiving coming up and the holidays coming up, things have kind of dwindled down a little bit specifically this week.
What are you talking about, Jeremy? It's mid-January.
You know, it is mid-January. People watching us live right now are like, what are they even talking about?
This episode hits mid-January. If you're watching on X or Facebook, it's probably just live and ready.
Yeah.
Live and
hot and ready. Just like North Idaho Steam Cleaning. They are ready to steam clean your carpets. It's the steam that cleans.
And they are on call. They are quick.
Yeah.
They are quick and they're good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway, so are we talking about it as if we are in January or November right now?
Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But we got goals.
Mm-hmm.
We got goals for 2026. And Joe and I, my business partner in the real estate sales and investing business, we want to pick it up a little bit. We've been reliant on some pretty awesome wholesalers for the last few years.
Yeah.
For deals like fix and flips and rentals and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we finally kind of had a meeting in the minds, and we're like, we got to pick it up a little bit and throw some effort in here.
Okay.
We hardly spend anything on marketing in our business. And they say with businesses like when you're in the real estate industry, you should be spending around 9 to 10% of your gross income on marketing.
Okay.
And typically we'll spend like 2%. Or so.
Sure.
Very, very little.
And you guys have always been very low on the marketing side because a lot of your business has been, word of mouth, has been your meetups.
Yeah, it's been,
but there are other things
heavy networkers.
Yeah,
we still market in ways that are very inexpensive.
Mm-hmm.
But we've got it. We kind of finally just admitted to ourselves, like, we got to pick up a piece of this pie.
Yeah.
And now that there are companies out there that we can outsource a lot of the marketing and incoming calls to, and so ideally, so we signed up with this company that gets a lot of great reviews on BiggerPockets and other investors locally that use them and stuff.
Sure.
And we're only going to spend. We're going to try it out for 6 months at least.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what we committed to, and we're going to spend approximately $15,000 over the next 6 months.
So like two and a half a month.
Yep, direct mail marketing
Mm-hmm.
to targeted, potentially they are motivated sellers in the area. We're going to try to stay out of the our competition's areas and focus in on a couple of key zip codes.
Why are you going to stay out of your competition's zip
We
codes?
don't want to be in the heavy competition zones. We just want a higher return on investment. We're willing to drive a little bit further
Sure.
for deals, but um, anyway, I,
Yeah, I've got thoughts about that, but
yeah,
go ahead.
we can get back into
Yeah,
that. But we're paying this company to send out all the mailers, um, and then also the we can use whatever phone number we want, but initially they're going to screen all the calls, and they are trained in real estate only to set appointments.
Cool.
With potentially motivated sellers. So we could just leave our calendars open for them to pick stuff out, and we'll see how it works. I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
Because I'd much rather be going on the appointments instead of doing all this screening process and marketing and all that stuff. I'd rather just cut the check and show up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is specifically for like you guys, if you were to wholesale or acquire off-market properties yourselves, then correct?
Yeah.
This is
Not
not for
some of
like
the
your real
wholesale-
estate agent.
This
business.
is what a lot of
your investor
wholesalers do.
business. Yeah.
But we want to be the main acquisition company. We want to acquire these properties.
Sure.
And or get them as potential listings if it works better as an agent deal.
Yeah.
And or fix and flip them. But we want to personally acquire them and flip them.
Awesome.
That's our main strategy. Backup plan is maybe listed as an agent.
Yeah, or wholesale it if you guys don't even want the deal. There's people you can sell the deal to.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see how it plays out, and that's what's new with our business.
Cool. Do you want to talk about that company or no?
Not yet.
Okay.
I want to see how they do first.
Okay.
And then we'll talk about it.
We'll talk off air on who you're actually using and what that actually looks like. So you're hitting not
I
key
can
areas.
tell you that they're a sponsor of Bigger Pockets. I guess I can say that.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're hitting not key areas where there's no competition.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to talk about those areas or why you chose it like that?
Not quite yet.
Okay.
Because I'm not sure how it's going to play out.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you that it's not downtown Coeur d'Alene.
Right.
I feel like there's just too much competition in downtown Coeur d'Alene, and most investors that I've networked heavily with wholesalers and people that do direct mailing in this area, and it seems like pretty commonly they will say that they are losing money with their direct mail in Coeur d'Alene. So we're in areas around Coeur d'Alene.
Gotcha.
Pulse Falls, Spirit Lake,
Sure. Okay.
Hayden,
Yeah.
those areas.
That makes sense.
And then a couple other rural counties, but only 7 zip codes.
Okay. And I want you to know, like, obviously, like your competition is mailing to those zip codes as well.
Sure.
Okay. Just like there's nobody that claims like kingship on Coeur d'Alene and says,
I know.
like, I get to be the marketer in Coeur d'Alene.
Right. No, like it's all friendly or unfriendly competition.
Right.
It is a dog eat dog world. We still have a great relationship with our wholesalers, but we just want to do more and not be so reliant on them for deals.
Yeah, for sure.
So we still want to work together with everybody as much as we can.
Yeah.
And also if we find out like we're competing on the same house or something like that, we'll address it at that time.
Right.
But I doubt that's going to be an issue
But
because we have like different targeted lists.
Right.
Like we're going after a interesting segments of like potentially this person might be distressed because of this.
Right.
Which I'd rather not talk about right now.
Sure.
But we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're probably marketing different people.
Yeah. But I'm sure there's going to be some overlap because
There might be
obviously
some
these are kind of generated lists. A lot of people are on a lot of different lists for either foreclosure or like behind payments. There are a lot of different
so many different ways you can get.
Anyway, I don't think anybody's going to be mad that you're like stepping on their toes or anything. So hopefully you're not attacking this like, oh, I'm taking away from my competition.
That was our main fear. Getting into this.
I don't think they care.
I hope not.
This is business.
Some people will care.
This is business.
Yeah. Some people will care. But it's just, we haven't had any new deals in a while.
Yeah.
And we need to step it up somehow.
I think if they care, they don't understand exactly how business is supposed to work because competition is good for everybody.
Sure.
Right. Like if you've got multiple people, not even just the people doing door knockers. Thank you very much for that. You've not even got door knockers, but you've got cold callers, you've got mailers going out, and a lot of these are different people going to different lists. There's that. So a lot of people they'll get mailers, and then they'll get calls, and they'll get this.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of wholesalers in the area. And like I said, I don't think you should be taking it as like taking away from business. The best person with the best price is going to win that property.
Yeah. Or just convenient timing.
Or just convenient timing, right?
Yeah.
And it makes sense that you want to be kind of a drop in the bucket on the convenient timing nature.
Yep.
But you also want to kind of attack the less marketed properties or the less sought after properties.
Yeah. And it's all a game of odds.
Mhm.
And apparently the odds should net us, we should get one deal a month out of this.
Okay.
So
That's
if
what,
targeting
like-
about 2,500 different properties
Mhm.
might net us one deal a month.
Cool. That's worth $2,500.
Yeah. Well, as long as we can convert it.
Yeah.
Like it may not be worth it if we don't have the skills to actually close something.
Mhm.
We might get that lead and that opportunity, but totally fumble the ball.
You might.
So that's what can make it risky, I think, and that's why I always throw caution out there for anyone getting into this that are newer,
Mhm.
because you may not have the skills to run it to the end zone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
By that, you may not know exactly how to deal with the seller's real motivational or
What their pain point
situation.
is. Yeah.
If you're brand new at this. So that's one of my main reasons why I throw so much caution out there, because you may just dump money into marketing and have great leads, but
Mhm.
not know how to close or properly help somebody.
Yeah.
Unless you've gained a lot of experience around the industry.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I
And
usually
think
am.
I think you're more right than you like to give yourself credit for.
Yeah.
The fact that you're still standing here today and like you're still in this business and you're still like doing it means you're right more than you think you are.
Yeah, but I've also been not necessarily in the acquisition business as much.
Yeah.
Drumming up, like directly dealing with sellers, unless more as an agent.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. But I haven't. I've definitely put together a handful of great deals that we acquired.
Oh, yeah.
Dealing directly with the seller, but way more often than not, I'm buying things off the MLS or from other wholesalers.
Right.
as an
And this is
investor.
going to be kind of you just got to figure it out,
Yeah.
Because I mean, even if you've ever seen wholesaling or any kind of business funnel, like say you've got 100 people that you could talk to, right? Maybe 10 of those will answer your phone calls. And
Yep.
then maybe one of those will say, or 5 of those will say yes. And then one of them might convert. Like
Right.
that's that funnel that you got to be wary of. Every deal's not going to close. So just don't take that personal whatsoever when you guys are going into this.
100%. Yeah, we know it's a numbers game.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
We know it's a numbers game, and that's what we have to. But I feel like we have enough skills at this point to, once we have that opportunity in front of us,
Mhm.
I don't think we'll screw it up that easily,
Mhm.
unless we just don't jive on a personality.
Right. And that's
way
very
of playing.
possible. I mean, like a lot of times dealing with these distressed sellers, you're not going to jive with them.
Sure.
like,
I mean, they're probably not going to come over for dinner.
right. Yeah.
But we should absolutely be able
A
to
lot
help.
of times they're reluctant to sell.
Yeah.
Like they're like, I hate doing this, but I have to type of thing.
Yeah.
So you're not going to like be buddy with them. But if you can give them honest answers and honest information and, just try not
Yeah.
to screw people over in the process, I think you're going to do good.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
So you guys are going to be pumping into this. What's going on with your real estate agent business? Are you still trying to feed that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's going well.
Good.
Got a great lead yesterday.
Good.
That is still on a more like a referral basis.
Yeah.
Most of the leads that we get as agents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I think I was complaining to you a couple weeks ago or so about like how I need to really do a better job at being an agent and like need to
Mhm.
build that business up as well. And just simply by being aware of that and putting more focus and more availability into that, I feel like it's already paid off.
Yeah.
I've already got, just in the last couple of weeks, a lot of potential business this coming year.
Sure.
Um,
What I was going to ask is, so is there anything like what you're doing for wholesaling, but for real estate agent business where they do cold calling or they do lead gen and if
So
so, why haven't you incorporated any of that? Because you guys don't buy Zillow leads or anything like
No,
that, right?
we
Yeah.
don't. It's more of it was a choice.
Mhm.
Like we know we can always hit the marketing gas pedal whenever we wanted to,
Sure.
but we know that this option is going to help this as well.
Yeah.
For those sellers that aren't in such a bind, or maybe their house isn't so destroyed they don't want it, they're afraid people walking through it.
Right.
But we run into people who are like, oh, I'm just ready to sell and I'm just replying to this marketing ad.
Yeah.
Like, dude, we can get you market value for your house and
Yeah.
you don't mind people walking through. Let's list it.
Right.
Like, so this is going to feed that
Sure.
as well, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. On your marketing for your wholesaling, do you have to say that you are real estate agents? Do you have to?
You would think so. I used to think you had to.
Yeah.
You don't.
Okay.
If your intentions as you're an agent marketing to distressed sellers is
Mhm.
to acquire the property,
Gotcha.
in the first initial mailing, there's nothing that says that you have to disclose you're an agent right there,
Sure.
but you do have to disclose that you're an agent before you buy
Of course. Yeah.
buy
Yeah.
the property,
Yeah.
even if it's not going on the MLS or whatever
Sure.
like that. So you have to disclose it eventually.
Hmm.
Um, it should be in your first major meeting,
Yeah.
which is so. I mean, as soon as we actually get on the call or we meet them in the house, we'll let them know we're an agent too.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
And that, and you have to have them sign an agency disclosure brochure, which
Mhm.
most people don't think about,
Yeah.
but they should in Idaho. If you're a licensed agent and you're meeting with somebody and it's the first major piece of, it's like you're showing them a house or you're showing up as a listing appointment.
Hmm.
Now, it's not technically a listing appointment, so I don't think you would necessarily have to have them sign that, but you should,
Sure.
because you're going in there with the intentions of purchasing their house. But you're just creating a conversation, seeing their motivation level so
Yeah.
far. But as an agent, you do have to disclose not only that you are a broker, but how brokerage relationships work in Idaho
Sure.
and how you can be treated based off if you are in a representation agreement with a brokerage or not, and the different ways of your
Fiduciary.
fiduciary
Yeah.
responsibilities,
I got you.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, like if you have a seller that becomes a client of the brokerage
Mhm.
and you list their property, all of a sudden you are acting as a fiduciary
Right.
for them,
Mhm.
and you have to have their best interest in mind, and always
Right.
and forever. And you have to keep certain things confidential unless they allow you to talk about certain things.
Right.
To order, you got to net them the most money you can.
Right.
Um, if you don't have that agreement in
Mhm.
place, if you don't have a representation agreement, you just have to treat them honestly and fairly.
Right.
And you have to, if there's any kind of deposits or earnest money involved, you have to account for it.
Mhm.
Pretty simple stuff.
Sure. Sure.
But you got to just treat them honestly and fairly. But you don't have to be their fiduciary all of a
Right.
sudden.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Interesting how
Not
that
everybody
works.
gets that. Yeah.
Okay.
But that's more important when you're dealing with a buyer.
Sure.
Because you can be showing houses these days. So the real estate laws got complicated
Mhm.
when there's this huge lawsuit a couple of years ago.
Oh, the NAR thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now everybody has to be in some sort of an agreement with an agent before they go show homes.
Gotcha.
Either as a client or not, or
Mhm.
they're working on a transactional basis.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's not as loosey-goosey as it used to be.
Now, with you and Joe trying to, I guess, ramp this up, this is hopefully going to net you guys one deal a month. Is that one deal each or one deal for the two of you to kind of go back and forth on who takes it?
Our plan is to partner on everything we get
Okay, great.
to make it uncomplicated.
Everything you get through that.
Yep.
Okay.
And if we are fixing and flipping homes, it's still going to be 50-50. If it's a big fixer-upper and we need like Joey's help
Mhm.
to do a lot of the fixes, we'll probably do thirds
Sure.
and cut him in.
Mhm.
So we kind of already talked about a lot of that, but we're
Or if you need
planning
rehab
on
money, you could cut another guy in.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I was going
if
to
you're
go
open
to.
to
So
that.
obviously, like if you guys are going for one deal a month, last I heard, and I could be wrong, your main hard money contact was kind of retiring.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Oh, I thought Doug was getting out of the game.
No.
No, it's still good.
Yeah, I didn't. That's new to me. I just spoke to him over the weekend.
Okay, great. Then that's
he
good.
seemed.
I just wanted to make sure you guys had the capacity for money still, right? Or had all your money sources
sure.
still lined up. So,
Yeah.
'cause I think that's important if you're going to ramp up everything to have a plan to finance these things.
Yeah, that's the least of my worries. Even if he got out of the business, we can still get hard money
Oh yeah, there's
in all kinds of different sources.
Yeah.
Including you.
Yeah, it's true.
But but you'd like to throw your own money in some of these
Sure.
if it
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense, right?
I love that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Um,
I could even help you guys with marketing budgets.
okay. Maybe we can talk about that.
Yeah, I
Maybe
don't
we
know.
can. So that's the plan. The plan is to try to do I'm guessing at least 12
Cool.
deals together
Nice.
this year,
Mm-hmm.
this 2026. If we could do more, that's awesome. That means our conversion ratio is going to be better than average.
Yeah.
Um, and then of course we want to ramp up our real estate sales business and hire one agent.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now, with you guys doing 50-50, obviously, this still feels like it's kind of in its infant stage, so you don't know what a 50-50 looks like, but like who would be in charge of rehab, who would be in charge of acquisition, who would be like, where's the money coming from? Do you guys have that all situated?
Um, yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
We both know that our resources combined are going to be fine.
Yeah, of course.
So we will every deal will potentially be a case by case, but the default is we're just going to be doing a 50-50
Mm-hmm.
um and probably quicker flips.
Sure. Little cosmetic flips type of thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
that'd be the ideal. I mean, but if there's heavy fixers and we still want to take them down,
Right.
then it'll probably be more like thirds.
Well, then
with
that's why I'm still
sellers.
asking, I guess. Like, are you guys so obviously if it's going to be thirds with Joey in there,
Uh-huh.
if he's doing the heavy construction or something like that, who's doing the light construction work? Is it going to be you and Joe just tag teaming these houses?
Oh,
And do you have like,
we'll just contract it out.
okay, cool. Yeah, yeah.
And then and in those scenarios, if it's just light things here and there,
Mm-hmm.
we can hire Joey on an hourly basis. We talked about doing that.
Cool.
Too. But there's other people. I mean, there's so many people that we can hire
Oh,
for
yeah.
little odds and ends.
Right.
But for the big rehabs,
So
and
you
if
don't
he
have to
wants
be the ones to
involved,
flip it, basically, is what I'm.
no, that's not the point.
Yeah.
But I do have a dump trailer now, so
Nice.
we can still be somewhat involved like we used to.
Yeah.
Oh, it's demo day.
I love that.
So
Cool.
yeah.
That's super cool. Yeah. Marketing is a finicky beast for sure, and I think this will be good. It'll be good to at least try it out, and you have to at
Yeah.
least give it that 6 months before you see any sort of traction, of course. So you guys are going in knowing that like your first 6 months are going to be pretty rough, right?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't expect. We know we're building a funnel.
Yeah.
And that these leads. I mean, it's not going to be like the first 6 months we're going to do 6 deals, or
Right.
anything like that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the first 6 months should probably net us 6 deals down the road.
Yeah.
So that's something you got to keep in mind too. Is like just know that these are leads that you it's rare, but it's awesome
Mm-hmm.
to meet with a seller and immediately get them under contract and immediately close within a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And then, hey, quick commercial break here. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast. I really do appreciate it. If you want to give back, let me help you buy a house, or I can help you sell a house. It's the only way I make money when I'm not investing in real estate. I don't make money on this podcast or the events I do, but I do make money only when I help people buy and sell houses. So if you're looking for your next investment and you're here in North Idaho, I want to help you personally. If you are not in North Idaho, I can still help you out. I have a vast network of referral partners all across the country, and I can find the right real estate investor savvy agent for you so you don't have to. It doesn't cost you a thing. Thank you for your support. Back to the show. And, have that property turned in 2 weeks and then have it sold,
Yeah.
It's these will probably be more deals that we'll see later in the year
Yeah.
of 2026 and then into 2027.
Sure.
But you're making a great point.
Yeah.
Like the time delay kind of sucks.
Yeah. It sucks, but
these.
it's something that I think you should
But
just
it's
be
just part
aware
of
of,
it.
if
Yeah.
that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Because like, I mean, we've both started businesses before. We're like, okay, you started the business. Customers should be here any day. Like customers just don't come. You have to actually like work them and get them in and like gain their trust. And these things take time.
Yeah, they do. And some of these people, a lot of wholesalers, they'll work with sellers, and they've mentioned here and there, like, oh, this person I've been working on for a year.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're just building a funnel,
Mhm.
and but it should help us net more deals.
That's awesome.
That's all.
Very cool.
Yeah. What are you gonna do different this year? Anything
Huh.
in your business?
Yeah, I mean, like we talked on the last episode of just some of the optimization things I'm going to be doing, of course. I have wild hairs up my ass to like teach other people to do what I'm doing,
Oh, okay.
but I feel like that's further out than next year, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like eventually,
Like how so? Would you like some sort of little like classes on
Yeah,
being a real
I've
estate
got school.
photographer?
I've got
Okay.
school. You know,
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
start just a course on like how to acquire customers, how to talk to real estate agents, how to do angles, how to do this, and just like the business aspect of it.
Yeah,
And like this is how you talk to clients, this is how you book people, this is how you set your pricing. Not exactly how to take your photos. I think that's kind of self-explanatory.
yeah,
And I always say like taking photos is like 6% of my job.
right. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That goes the quickest.
I take photos for like maybe an hour a day.
Yeah.
There's editing, sending things off, email clients,
Well, yeah, it's like
fix
selling
ups. It is.
houses.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not like,
It's like I sell houses. The actual selling takes 6 minutes at a closing
right. Here's your
office.
paperwork,
Like,
sign the
yeah, here's your
paperwork.
enjoy your keys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think I don't know if it's even beneficial or if there's a market for it, but I'm like, I think you could take a lot of what I've done and apply it into other places.
Sure.
Anyway,
Yeah.
again, that's like a pipe dream right now. I think I'm just going to double down and just get back in the business and just try to ramp up a lot of revenue for the year so I can do more cool real estate deals.
Right on.
Yeah, that's really what I'm doing. I'm trying to keep it pretty simple. I'm really niched down this year. I know a lot of other people are trying to ask me to do like, hey, weddings and do these other things, and it's just I don't have the capacity right now.
Do you have a referral network for those kind of things? If somebody's like, "Oh, I need a wedding photographer."
I don't have like I have other people I can call, but I don't like get a cut of it, if that makes sense.
Why not?
I don't know.
I mean, you're in the business.
I'm in the business.
Um, is that a mindset thing or is it just inappropriate?
No, I didn't. I haven't really thought about the whys, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I try to give people that give back to me. Like some people will send me photo deals,
Yeah.
and that's great. And I don't charge them; they don't charge me, type of thing. And then I try to feedback them when they feed me, type of
Yeah.
thing. So,
What do you think the average person makes off a wedding?
like a video
The wedding media company, like for
annually, or
photos, just one wedding,
like $3 to $5 grand.
35.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Do you think if you got a $250 or something like that for leads,
Yeah.
that turn out, would that be appropriate to ask?
Yeah.
Like, hey, anytime somebody wants a wedding, and if I refer them to you, you mind just shoot me over a couple $100 or
Right.
and I will. You can be one of my default referral partners,
Right.
and then vice versa. If you send me, I won't pay you anything. But if you,
I'm not going to
no,
pay
just
you a
kidding.
damn.
Because my margins are so low. No, I'm just kidding.
Margins aren't that low.
Yeah, they're not that bad.
They go up
But
with
but
how many...
your jobs are quick.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, they're done in a half hour versus like a weekend.
Yeah, yeah. It's possible. I think we'd have to have like contracts in place for that, and like I think things would slip through the cracks on like, hey, I sent you this referral and I didn't follow up with it. Oh, you
Yeah.
did the wedding. Now I need to hunt you down for $250, and that doesn't feel like what I want to do with my time.
Okay.
But I could be wrong.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe we're both wrong.
I
Maybe
think
there's somewhere in the middle. That would work just great.
maybe. Yeah. We'll figure that out. Anyway, like that's not like top of mind priority.
Yeah.
I try to feed people who feed me. And I think like putting that good aura out in the world typically comes back in tenfold.
It does. That's true.
So it's like,
you get the karma payout.
yeah.
Yeah.
And most of the time, like I even say like I given away a lot more stuff in 2025 for free than I ever have, but I also made more money in 2025.
Isn't that funny how that works?
Yeah. So like that kind of like a law of reciprocation.
Yeah.
It really pays itself forward. And I'm not worried about the financial aspect of the end of getting these $200 referral fees.
Yeah.
I just know if you treat people right, generally, things are going to go right for you as well.
Yeah. It's weird how that works.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah, whenever you have a year where you've given the most, you typically get the most too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Law of the universe.
Yeah. It's law of the universe, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, cool. I'm excited for your new adventure. Do you guys have a company name? Do you need one?
No, we already have one. It's called REI Realty.
Okay. So
that's our DBA. It's
yeah.
still North Idaho REI team.
Right.
We just don't pronounce that anymore.
So are you going to be sending out that kind of stuff in your correspondence for your wholesale deals or your direct mailers? Is it going to have like REI Realty logo on them?
No.
Okay. I was like, great.
Nope. Yeah, it's going to be real simple. It'll just say like Nick and Joe at the end.
Yeah.
Like call me we'd like to make you a cash offer on this property.
Yeah.
Give me a call if you're interested.
Do you guys have
Nick
a line? So do they field the calls too that this company you're working with?
Yes.
Awesome.
they take the call, they send out the mailers, they take the calls,
Cool.
and they just work off our schedules, and they'll book us either follow up phone calls or follow up or actual appointments.
That's
Like we
awesome.
just, here's the address, go here, and here's your notes.
Yeah, here's what we talked about.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah. So
That's exciting. I think
it's
that's really
exciting
cool.
if it actually works out. It's great. I'm always skeptical about this stuff. It just seems too good to be true. But
Sure.
then you do a little bit of research. You're like, oh, other people are saying this works, and there's people that we know that are using them that says it works and it's great.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, well, those are the things I don't want to do is send out a bunch of mail and make calls or
Right.
receive the calls.
That's what we call busy work.
and
Dude.
do all the but I am good at like showing up to an
Mhm.
appointment and just letting somebody verbally dump their life on me, their
Yeah.
life story.
You are pretty good at that.
And then I can take my notes and see if this house is something I can help them sell or not.
Mhm.
And most of the time it's yes, I can figure out how to help them with their situation, and that's what I'm good at.
Mhm.
I am not good at writing a bunch of letters,
Right.
sending them out in the mail, um, and doing that consistently.
Yeah.
And just even finding the list.
Mhm.
And then all of a sudden, if my phone starts ringing constantly, like, hey, I'm in appointments.
Right.
Like, I can't deal with that.
Right.
But hey, I've got some time slots on my, available almost every day
Mhm.
during the week. And if somebody just has Calendly plugged in and we have a database where they've already made notes,
Yeah.
and I can just show up prepared with notes. I already know what they talked about.
Yeah.
You can even listen to the call. The call is recorded, and
Awesome.
you can hear the phone call, this 7-minute call or whatever it's going to be,
Sure.
just to get a feel for, is this person going to be crazy or not? Half the time they are.
Yeah.
That's just what comes with it. So you just got to be mentally prepared
Mhm.
to go in with an open mind and an open ear.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think like I don't know, from what I know about wholesaling, I don't want to be the Debbie Downer here. I'm telling you like what I feel.
Sure.
Idaho has been like typically harder to find wholesale deals than Washington.
Oh,
Like
100%.
most other wholesalers.
It's because there's a lot more junky properties in
exactly.
Washington than there are in Idaho. There's a lot
Exactly.
of junky properties in Idaho,
There
and
is.
that's usually the leads that you wind up with.
Right.
But there's so much more opportunity in Spokane
Yeah.
because there's a lot more crime and bad neighborhoods and bad properties.
Yep.
And people and more motivated people.
Yeah. So I guess when you're funneling down a list this specific, like again, I just wanted you guys to know that like it's gonna take a little bit of time, but like I hope it just like takes off. That'd be super cool.
Yeah. It's about time. It should take off. It's only been 15 years, but it should take off.
Have you guys been talking about this for 15 years?
No, that's how long I've been in the business.
Okay, gotcha.
No, we've been talking about we as in so Joe's done something similar where she's actually sent out the letters.
Yeah.
And they do get calls and they get results from
Sure.
it, but it's hard to be consistent with that.
Yeah.
You'll get them, but to just stroke a check
Mhm.
or have it on ACH and automatically coming out of our account every month and somebody else, the company that's
pretty good.
designed to do exactly that thing.
Right.
Yeah. And the better that they do at that job, the more they're going to keep us for the retention.
Is it prop stream?
No.
No.
It's we'll talk about it
yeah,
later. Yeah. But I feel like it's going to work better than if we did it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because
You don't have the time to do that, to be honest with you. Like
I have the time, but I will not do it.
right.
Like I've been in this business for 15 years and I cannot do anything consistently.
Sure.
And it's just not my personality. But I can consistently sign up on a subscription.
Right.
And have something automatic. I can do the automatic things.
Yeah.
We can consistently do this because there's somebody else, you come here. But if you weren't here, I
Mhm.
probably wouldn't be doing this podcast.
Sure.
So there's some accountability with
Yeah.
this, if that makes sense.
And I think it's good. Like honestly, like for the price you pay like in between $2,000 and $3,000 a month.
Yeah.
That gets you the mailers, that gets you the phone calls, that gets you the appointments. That feels very worth it.
Yeah.
Like how much is $2,000 of your time worth per month?
I don't. It's how much of the hours that I will save?
Yeah.
Is that worth?
That's what I'm saying. I guess.
I mean, it's worth a lot more to me.
Yeah.
I guess I can say
Cool.
than what it's going to cost.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
We could be talking about this 6 months from now and be like, it didn't work out.
And that's okay.
And we're willing to, and fortunately, we're in a position where we can take that risk and be like,
Yeah.
well, it's not like we went bankrupt.
Yeah.
It was $7,000 each, you
Yeah.
know, or whatever.
When it doesn't work out, like you guys are still like
and
flipping other houses from other
yeah.
wholesalers. You guys are still doing your real estate agent business. You still have other,
Yeah,
you have your
we're not
rentals.
just going to be sitting around and waiting for appointments to get. It's another it's another leg on the stool.
Yeah.
Of lead generation.
I love
So
it.
we're just adding another leg because we've been so reliant on our network,
Mm-hmm.
through our networking events, the podcast, referrals.
Yeah.
But we don't really have an aggressive mailing campaign
Sure.
because it's hard to be consistent with that.
Yeah.
For us and our personalities and stuff. But if we can just pay another company to do it, and other people have had success with it,
Yeah.
much more successful people than us.
Yeah.
Then why not just rip off and duplicate?
I love it. And like they do that. I know you're not really doing this for real estate agent work, but I've seen real estate agents like send me mailers too about my own personal house.
Yeah.
I get a ton of mailers.
Sure. So do I.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
Like, and I'm just like, I wonder what conversion rates are on that kind of stuff for just somebody going on the
Pretty slow.
market. I bet it's slow, but I'll bet it's not zero.
It's not zero, or else they wouldn't do it.
Yeah, otherwise, exactly. I don't know. I just think like people are doing it for a reason. I'm not sure if that reason is because it's all they know how to do in marketing or because it's actually effective.
It is effective.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like, however, the key is, do you have the skills to convert an opportunity into a deal?
Right.
And if you have that skill, then all of a sudden it's 1,000% worth it. And then that's why you see these people that when they figure out real estate, what do? They up their marketing budget.
Right.
Because they've realized that they have the skill to do it. And then all of a sudden they usually slow down and have problems because they've hired people and they've become reliant on these employees, and then all of a sudden they have employee issues.
Yeah.
And
You've been there.
And then they have to downscale their marketing or cut back or maybe just abandon their company altogether or get out of the business because they've grown too much. And then they have all these leads that they're not appropriately responding to.
Yeah.
Because they have employee issues or retention issues.
Right.
And they're no longer, so we're in that sweet spot where we're not relying on anyone to go on the appointments for us.
Yeah.
Like we're spending our money and it's going to be our leads. And we've seen a high amount of success with people that have the skills to convert leads to deals, that are in this, that go on the appointments themselves.
Yeah.
Seems like it's always worth it for them because they know what to do with the opportunity.
Yeah.
But then when they grow and then they have employee issues and then their business just dies.
Yeah.
I've seen that a lot too. And it's mostly because all of a sudden they have all the opportunity, but not this trained skill or people there to go follow up with the opportunity. So then they are just truly wasting money every month.
Right.
Because it's expensive to market.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah.
And as I talk about this, I'm thinking of like 8 different people that I know in this area that have gone through those cycles.
Yeah.
And that's what we got to be careful. We got to be careful to, if it works, well, let's not go crazy and keep ramping it up and then start hiring people.
Right.
Because that's a recipe for the job getting more difficult. You know.
Yeah, I hear you. I think it could go either way, to be honest with you. Like you're either going to have too many leads or you're going to have too much work, and finding that sweet balance of like optimization with employees and what you can actually be at capacity with. Yeah. It's hard to get to.
Sure.
Like that like sweet spot where all engines are just running perfectly. It's a hard optimization.
Yeah. And I feel like we're there now.
Good.
But we can use another lead source.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, like if you wanted to like scale your business, like, right, you have to basically start running your business as if it was already scaled. So you have to basically put the cart before the horse, if that makes sense.
You don't have to.
You don't have to, but like typically like when they say like, 10x your business, like you got to like take that leap of faith.
Yeah.
And then like make the systems work in your leap of faith.
Well, I think the 10x model, I think that's reinventing your business completely.
Yeah.
Because they say it's easier to 10x than it is to double your business.
Yeah.
Because when you're 10xing, you just have to all of a sudden do things completely different.
Yeah.
Instead of just step on the gas.
I also
if that
heard,
makes sense.
yeah,
You got to jump into a jet and get out of the car.
I also heard that the hardest business to run was one that grosses 100,000 a year. I'm serious, because it's
Yeah.
basically just a one-person operator, and you're
Yep.
just a one-person funnel hitting 100,000.
Right.
And that's I was like, oh shit, that's me.
Yeah. 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 You don't get much sleep.
It's fine. What's sleep?
What is sleep?
What is sleep?
Especially with your 2-year-old.
It's fine.
She doesn't need much sleep. And she wants you to know that.
She wants me to know that she's as mad as hell, and she's not going to stand for any of this.
Let's take a quick break for our sponsor. North Idaho Steam Cleaning, everybody. If you need your carpets cleaned, which we know you do sometimes,
Yeah.
it's the steam that makes it clean. North Idaho Steam Cleaning.
I love it.
Okay.
We'll have some pre-made ads around too, I think, but
Who else wants to be a sponsor? It's that easy.
it's that easy, ladies and gentlemen. Cool. What is your goal after this? So you're going to give it the 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least 6 months.
Yeah.
We've committed to the company makes you commit to 3.
Yeah.
We've committed ourselves to 6 months.
Yeah.
So we're putting the funds aside to pay for 6 months of marketing. I'm assuming that it's going to go well, because if I don't have that mindset, it probably won't.
Right.
So I have to be optimistic here.
Yeah.
But also just, a little bit of reality check that it's not going, I can't expect it to replace everything I'm doing right now. So
Yeah.
we're still going to do the meetups.
You should.
We're still going to do this podcast.
Thank you.
For those out there that follow us on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook or LinkedIn, I apologize. You're going to see a lot of these clips.
Don't apologize. It's great.
I've ramped up the clip posting.
Yeah.
Because I figured out how to have AI help.
Thanks, AI.
So we've gone from, on average, we usually would post to Facebook a couple times a week if we did the show twice a week.
Yeah.
And then YouTube once a week. So making about 3 posts a week. And now between all the platforms and how many times we're posting a day, it's around 160 posts a week. So you're going to see our beautiful faces if you're feel free to unsubscribe now.
Don't do that. No. This is,
or give us feedback on how we can make the clips better.
Yeah.
Jeremy thinks we should add music.
I just want them to be a little bit more interactive, but we'll get there when we get there. One more question about this particular thing that you're doing. So obviously, usually what you guys do is when you buy a house is you buy through a wholesaler, you're paying a wholesaler fee or an assignment fee, right?
Yeah.
Now, my question to you is this: how do you know what to charge for a house that's still a good enough deal where you don't have to pay this wholesaling fee? Like, do you guys have a template that you're going to work off of? Or?
Oh, how do we know how much to pay for a house?
Yeah.
Oh, simple. I still use the 70% deal or the 70% rule. And it depends on what market it's in. And it depends on if it's land or just a house. If it's a normal house in Kootenai County, we would want to be our maximum allowable offer to be 70% of the after repair value, whatever we think that after repair value is. And we got to be a little conservative with that. And then minus whatever we think the repair costs are going to be to get to that number.
Cool. Yeah. And my question too is obviously, like, usually when you pay for wholesalers, you're paying for like a $10,000, $20,000 assignment fee, right?
Yeah.
But that number still gets into your 70% rule, right?
Sure.
Right. Yep. So this time you're going to come in, and are you just going to come in with a maximum allowable offer at that 70%? Or are you going to, like, because you had to pay for this marketing, and are you going to give yourself a wholesale fee type of thing?
Yeah. So some wholesalers, they would probably want to be at like 65% or so.
That's where I wanted
some
to
are still 70 or so. So maybe we can be a little more competitive with them because let's say, just quick example. If we're looking at a property that should be worth $1 million after it's fixed up.
Sure.
And it costs, let's say, $100,000 in renovation to get to that. We would take 70% of $1 million, which is $700,000, and we would subtract $100,000, and we would know that we should not pay more than $600,000 for this property. So that's the math we're going to use. Now, if it's a wholesaler looking at that same opportunity, they're going to probably pay $50,000 less
Sure.
ish than what we could. And these are broad rule of thumbs.
Yeah.
Everybody has a different way of like, everybody has flexibility. Everybody wants to get a deal still. Some people are a little bit more conservative, but that same deal, we can probably pay 50 grand more
Sure.
than a wholesaler could because we're not paying a wholesaler.
Yes, but you could get into troublesome territory here. Not that this is your plan,
Right.
but like if you needed to wholesale the deal after the fact, you're like, okay, this deal, like we don't actually want this house,
Right.
and we've already it's already juiced out to the 70%.
Yep.
Like nobody's gonna buy that from you.
So
I think you need to account for a little bit of that, but
well, because we're licensed agents, we don't have to wholesale.
that's true.
We can still acquire, and if we don't want to fix up a property, we can throw it on the MLS.
Sure.
And we're already saving, or having the extra potential income of the agent business. So
yeah.
So our wholesale distribution would turn into a wholesale,
right?
Almost always.
Sure.
So we probably would never wholesale.
And of course, I just want that to be like
as never really an option.
Yeah.
And I don't think we'd have to.
Yeah.
And it does make things more complicated. I don't want to get some killer deal under contract and be like, I don't think we're going to have time for this.
Right.
So let's tell the seller that, hey, in a few days, we're going to have a day where 100 people show up and walk through your house, even though you don't want people coming through your house.
Right.
And this is why we got it under contract.
Yeah.
And then if one of them want it, we're going to sell it to them for more than what we just agreed on.
Yeah.
We don't have to have those discussions.
Yeah, that's true.
We can just buy the house, and then if we feel like we don't want to work on it, then we'll just put it on the market.
Cool.
But
so you guys would buy it, and you wouldn't put it in like the assignable. You would just buy it yourselves, not get it under contract and sell it. You would actually buy it and then sell it.
Right. But
Gotcha.
I'm certain we would still go the extra little length of cleaning up the property in some fashion.
Right.
Before we put it on the market. We would probably always, like that deal that we bought from those wholesalers in Pre-Server a year ago.
Yeah.
Do you remember the house was a junky mess and there was a lot of stuff left over?
Yeah.
And it smelled bad.
And
what did we do? Yeah. And what did we do? We took $6,000 and we hired my brother to say, hey, we could pay someone a flat fee to just remove all the stuff.
Yeah.
Remove everything and paint the interior with a primer so it doesn't smell.
Yeah.
And then put it on the market. Here's an investor special. But at least people can walk through it and know exactly what they're getting themselves into, and it doesn't smell bad.
You see the one at Pre-Server on Shorty's?
This was the one on Washington Street.
That's right. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. I was like, the one at Shorty's, we did a lot more than that. But
yeah, so that property we bought for like 62 grand?
Yes.
And we paid $6,000. And then we sold it for 110 or something, or 115.
We did all right.
I forgot what we sold it for, but it was over $100,000.
I forgot all about that deal.
Yeah. Well, it was easy to forget about because
much.
we didn't spend much time on it.
Yeah.
So I would imagine that would be our default. Like if we're wholesaling, we're going to do things like that.
That makes sense.
So we're never. I don't want to play the game of, hey, here, let's put this out for auction while we have a seller tied up.
Yeah. And
all this, mystery of why are there so many people here, and then assigning a deal and stuff. I don't want to be in that business. Yeah. I feel like we have more resources.
Yeah.
Than
you guys
the
have
average
the capacity
person
to close on all these things too. So
we have the capacity to close. We have the capacity to put stuff on the MLS.
Yeah.
And then we don't have to pay another agent. We can pay ourselves.
Yeah.
Or not pay ourselves.
Or not. Yeah.
Because it does cost money to put stuff on the MLS. We have the capacity to clean up a property. We know how the dump works. Yep. We know how dump trailers work. Yep. All these things that really kind of add a lot of quick value, or at least help property sell quicker. Yeah, if that makes sense. So
that makes sense.
So we're going to squeeze the juice a little bit harder than most people would.
Sure. And I think like the root of the question I was trying to get to is like, obviously, yes, you're going to go off the 70% rule or whatever when you're going to be offering on these houses, but how do you know how much it costs? Based off what you're looking at, just because you've done a lot of flips, and are you and Joe going to come to this number together, or is this something you're just going to trust each other blindly with?
We'll probably come to it together.
Yeah.
But, Yeah, how do we know how much something would cost?
Yeah, like you
It
could
would
say
just
a renovation costs $100,000, and Joe's like, this is more like 140. Like,
Sure.
how do you actually like? Because that $40,000 could make or break a deal.
Yeah. The easiest way for us to do it, because we have experience, is we could just compare it to a house that we've bought in the past
Yeah.
and how much money, time, and energy we put into that.
Sure.
And then we'd be like, yeah, it's probably a $60,000 deal there. Or we can just go back and then add for inflation.
Right. And you guys are
look at an old spreadsheet and be like, oh, we spent like this house reminds me exactly of this house that we took on.
Sure.
Because we've done so many different types, heavy fixers, and we've done light cosmetic stuff.
Yeah.
Or you could just do super rule of thumb stuff. Like, if it's like a super, like if we feel like a property needs almost nothing,
right?
Almost nothing. It's like perfect. It probably needs 10 grand.
Sure.
If a property just needs an interior paint job and some flooring, $25,000.
Sure.
Probably less.
Depends on the size of the property.
Yeah, but this is for the audience.
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
This is for the audience. And then if it needs, new kitchens and bathrooms and stuff, but it's in good shape other than that, and you're not adding square footage or anything like that, if you're just replacing bathrooms and the kitchen and flooring, paint, maybe some roof work here and there, you're probably going to spend 50 to 60,000, depending on how. Now it's the square footage. Like, how much square footage are you renovating?
Yeah.
If it's a smaller house, probably 50,000. If like a smaller 3-bedroom, 2-bath.
Sure.
If it's a larger 3 or 4 bedroom home, like double the size, it's probably going to be closer to $100,000.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say on a podcast how much does it cost to renovate a house.
Yeah.
But you can just go off basic rules of thumb and then firm up your numbers as you're in contract.
Yeah.
But if you're walking through a house and you're like, I don't think this house needs anything.
Yeah.
Like, I think it can sell almost as is. Add 10 grand.
Right.
Because
here's
what's probably hiding. The roof probably looks fine, but maybe it needs a bunch of repairs. Right. Or the furnace doesn't work, or it's going to go out as soon as you buy it.
Or there's some mold in the attic.
Or you don't realize just how dirty these carpets are, until your sellers move out and you're like, we got to replace the flooring.
And then you got to hire North Idaho steam cleaning to come and clean the carpets, right?
You just always have at least 10. If you have a basic spreadsheet that you're using all the time, make sure it's like defaulted to $10,000 at least
for sure
for renovation, that and it should be categorized needs nothing.
Yeah.
If it needs nothing, it needs 10 grand.
Right.
And what's the worst that can happen is that, oh, you didn't have to spend the 10 grand. You just made more money.
Great.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
Cool. That answered my question. I was just curious, like, how you guys are going to actually come up with a number to present to a client that's, a good offer for them and a good enough deal for you to do it. And you guys are going to go for like these light fixers, like you're saying, right?
Oh, we're going to go for whatever.
You're going to go for
We're going to go for whatever we want. We did already in our marketing exclude things that we don't want.
Yeah.
Because we get a lot of opportunities for like manufactured homes and homes built within a certain time frame. And so we have a kind of a condensed list.
Yeah.
Where we're not going to get the properties that we really don't want.
Right. Cool.
Ideally.
Yeah. Your funnel already has been accounted for on these things.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it works.
Do you know how this company acquires this data?
I don't know. There's so many websites that I'm sure that they pull from.
Sure.
They're in cahoots with another. Well, I guess they're two companies in one, but they are owned by the same owner. But one is more the marketing side and one is more the call.
Sure.
Side.
Cool. That's awesome. I'm excited to see how this plans out for you.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
We'll have to catch up on it in a few months.
Yeah. Because like worst case scenario, and this is like absolute worst case scenario, like we've spent $15,000 on shit we don't need all the time.
Oh, do you?
No, I'm just saying, like,
I do.
Yeah. we in general, as humans, right? Like this is such a small fee for you guys, and again, it's not going to like put you in a position where you can't financially recover.
Right. I mean, worst case scenario, we have leads.
Yeah.
That we can work on in the future.
Absolute worst case scenario. You have a $15,000 write-off for a business expense. Absolute worst.
Well, it's going to be a write-off no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But like absolute worst case scenario, it is going to be a write-off because it is a business expense.
Yeah.
Since you are using it for business purposes. So worst case scenario, you get a little write-off.
Yeah. You can't lose in real estate. You just can't lose.
I love it.
That's what some people say.
Who says that?
That guy from the income flip show on HGTV with the Scott something. He's a beautiful man.
Beautiful.
He flipped vacation properties.
Okay.
I'm sure some of the audience know who I'm talking about.
All I think in my head is like Chip Gaines, and I'm like, that's not him.
Nope, it's not the Chip Gaines. Another good-looking guy. Not the Property Brothers.
Not the Property Brothers. Not that big tall guy. Tally.
No, not him. This is the guy that like he had a show a long time ago on HGTV, and he would help people flip like rental properties, or like get the rental properties like in shape. He was all about he was like more the investment guy.
Sure.
If I think of his name,
I'll
keep it to myself.
I know. Yeah, episode's ending where nobody's gonna know. Cool.
I think it's Scott something.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't watch.
He was on BiggerPockets. So were a lot of people.
Trench?
No.
He was on BiggerPockets.
So was he. He was another Scott.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Don't tell me he wasn't. I know.
Yeah. Yeah, it was Vacation Rules, I think, was another show. He had a few shows. On HGTV. Probably Canadian.
Let's wrap this up.
Let's wrap this up. Thanks everybody for paying attention. And I love you.
I love you too. Yeah, we'll see you next week at the Investor Shed podcast. Bring your hot dogs. It's gonna get weird. Thank you so much for checking out the Investor Shed podcast. If you enjoyed your time, make sure to leave a 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Follow along on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at The Investor Shed for shorts and promos about each episode. Do you want to be a guest or know someone who has great real estate investing advice and stories? Reach out to us at theinvestorshed@gmail.com.